In a quiet corner of the world, nestled between rolling hills and dense forests, stood a small weathered house. This house was home to Alara, a spirited young girl of 16 who lived alone. Her parents had passed away when she was just a child, leaving her with the house and a heart full of curiosity. Despite her solitude, Alara had a knack for finding joy in the simplest things: the chirping of birds, the rustling of leaves, and the mysterious glimmer of the stars above. One crisp autumn morning, as Alara tended to her small vegetable garden, she noticed something unusual. At the edge of her property, where the forest began, lay a peculiar object. It was a leather-bound book, its cover adorned with intricate golden patterns. Intrigued, Alara picked it up and brushed off the dirt. The title, written in an elegant script, read, "The Compass of Wonders." Inside, the pages were filled with cryptic symbols and strange illustrations. But what caught Alara's attention was a map tucked into the back cover. It depicted a route leading deep into the forest, ending at a place marked with a star. Beneath the map, a note read, "Follow the path, and the compass will guide you to what you seek." Alara's heart raced. She had always dreamed of adventure, and this seemed like the perfect opportunity. Without hesitation, she packed a small bag with essentials: bread, cheese, a flask of water, and a sturdy walking stick. She also brought along her late father's compass, a cherished keepsake. As she stepped into the forest, the air grew cooler, and the sunlight filtered through the canopy above, casting dappled patterns on the ground. The map led her along a narrow trail, winding through towering trees and past bubbling brooks. The forest seemed alive, its sounds a symphony of rustling leaves, bird calls, and the distant howl of the wind. Hours passed, and Alara's excitement only grew. She followed the map faithfully, using her compass to stay on course. Eventually, she reached a clearing where the trail ended. In the center of the clearing stood an ancient stone archway, covered in moss and vines. The star from the map was etched into the keystone of the arch. Taking a deep breath, Alara stepped through the archway. The world beyond was unlike anything she had ever seen. The forest gave way to a vibrant meadow filled with flowers of every color imaginable. In the distance, a sparkling river wound its way through the landscape, and towering mountains loomed on the horizon. As Alara explored this magical realm, she discovered that her compass behaved strangely. The needle spun wildly, only stopping when she held it still and focused her thoughts. She realized that the compass was guiding her, not to a specific location, but to her heart's desires. Her first destination was a grove of trees bearing golden fruit. As she approached, she noticed a group of small luminous creatures flitting among the branches. They introduced themselves as the Lumini, guardians of the grove. The Lumini explained that the fruit had the power to grant wisdom, but only to those with pure intentions. Alara shared her story and her longing for adventure. The Lumini, sensing her sincerity, offered her a single fruit. As she bit into it, a warm sensation spread through her, and her mind filled with clarity. She understood that her journey was not just about finding treasure, but about discovering her own strength and purpose. Guided by the compass, Alara continued her journey. She crossed the river on a bridge made of crystal and climbed the mountains, where she encountered a wise old hermit named Kale. He lived in a cave adorned with glowing crystals and offered her shelter for the night. Over a meal of roasted herbs and roots, Kale shared stories of his own adventures and taught Alara valuable survival skills. The next morning, the compass led her to a hidden valley where she found an ancient library carved into the side of a cliff. Inside, shelves stretched endlessly, filled with books that seemed to hum with energy. A kind librarian, who appeared to be as old as the library itself, welcomed her and allowed her to explore. Among the books, Alara found one that chronicled the history of her world, and another that contained spells to protect travelers. As days turned into weeks, Alara's journey transformed her. She became stronger, wiser, and more confident. Along the way, she helped those in need, from rescuing a trapped fox to guiding a lost traveler back to their path. Each act of kindness seemed to make the compass glow brighter. Finally, the compass led her to a majestic waterfall, where a hidden cave awaited behind the cascading water. Inside, she found a chest filled with treasures, not gold or jewels, but artifacts of immense power and knowledge. Among them was a small, intricately designed compass that seemed to resonate with her own. As she picked it up, she felt a surge of energy and realized that her journey had only just begun. Returning home, Elara was no longer the same girl who had left. She carried with her the wisdom of the Lumini, the skills taught by Kale, and the knowledge from the ancient library. Her small house, once a place of solitude, now felt like the starting point of countless adventures to come. From that day forward, Elara's life was anything but ordinary. With her magical compass in hand, she ventured into new realms, uncovering secrets, helping others, and embracing the boundless possibilities of the world. Her story became a legend, inspiring others to seek their own paths and follow the compass of their hearts.